Hi guys, hi. Welcome to 2025 and our first yoga session of the new year. Welcome, you've made it. Well done. You'll see I've got a heater here. It's not on, so the noise could have been distracting. But if you need anything to be warm, we are going to be moving, but maybe at a slightly slower pace. So make sure that you're warm. I'm going to start with socks on. And I've got some water to hand and a mat. And that is all you're going to need for this practice today. And we'll start standing up. We're just going to shake out the body. So this is just a really helpful thing to do. If you've already had a busy morning or a busy day, just shake it all out. Maybe circle into the hips. We're kind of releasing any adrenaline that's been building up for us. Just shake it out. Release it all out. Let it go. Let it go through the arms. Let it go through the shoulders. And then let's come to lie down on our mats. So just come all the way down. I just realised my jumper is blue and my mat is blue, but I think you're still going to be able to see me. So we make it down onto the mat. Get comfortable. We just start with a few moments of stillness. Noticing if that little shake, that little shimmy has done anything to the body. Maybe it's raised the heart rate or the breathing rate. Notice where your mind is going. And notice how you're breathing. Today, our practice is kind of like the antidote to the couch potato life. So when we have a little festive break, and particularly when it's cold and wintry, we can get a little bit more sedentary, more still. Our hips tighten up, our shoulders tighten up. So I'm going to focus a bit on those spaces. But all you need to do really is cultivate a nice, cool, calming breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And we try and breathe like this through the whole of our practice, just adding on different postures along the way. But if you find you're holding your breath or scrunching up your face, just come back to a position where you can breathe like this. And we'll take 5 breaths here together. Nice stillness, guys. As you inhale, let's start to bring the arms all the way up and over the head. And as you exhale, just let the arms come back down. Notice how your shoulder joints are feeling. Inhale to lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling. And exhaling. Next, inhale, let the arms come all the way up above the head. Find your way into a full body stretch, reaching the hands away, pointing the toes away, pushing the heels away. Excellent. As you exhale, let the arms come all the way down, but bend into both knees, hug them in towards the back body. Wrap the arms around the top of the shin, squeeze those knees and thighs in towards the belly. And then release the hands from the shins, bring the hands to the back of the knees and just gently rock. from left to right. This can feel like a nice massage across the lower back. And then we start to rock forwards and backwards. So it could be a little movement at first and then getting bigger and bigger. You can roll onto your side to push yourself up. And eventually we're going to rock and roll until we come up to seated, toppling forwards, coming into a tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide, pushing down through the base of the fingers, the base of the thumb, knees under the hips. As you inhale, belly drops, sit bones reach up, gaze goes up. And as you exhale, arch the spine, suck the belly button in, tuck the chin. Let's move like this with the breath. And then just find your way to stillness. Take the knees wide. Touch the big toes together and start to push the hips back towards the heels. Lengthening the spine, try and soften it down towards the mat. So that might mean your forehead comes down or your chest comes down. And we'll keep the arms reaching out in front of us and just have a softness to your shoulders and your elbows. Excellent. Push down through your left hand, lift the left arm. As you inhale, reach the arm all the way up. And as you exhale, thread the arm through, right ear to the floor. You're looking underneath your left armpit here. Keep the hips sinking towards the heels. On an inhale, reach the right arm all the way back up to the ceiling and then reach the right arm out in front of you. Same thing on the other side. Inhale, left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right, left ear to the floor. So you can just see underneath that right armpit and you're breathing. Excellent. Release the left arm out to meet the right. And as you inhale, pull yourself up back into a tabletop, but bring the knees underneath the hips. And this time we're going to come down onto our forearms. Elbows underneath the shoulders, fingertips pointing forwards. As you inhale, open the chest, take the gaze forwards. As you exhale, push down through the elbows, arch the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale. Open the chest, look forwards. Exhale to arch the spine. Taking 3 more rounds and noticing how this feels for your shoulders. Lovely. One more. Excellent. Nice. Coming back up onto your hands. We're going to push down through the left hand, the left knee, and the top of the left foot. And just extend your right leg out behind you in line with your left knee and hand. You can kick the left foot back behind you a little to help you balance as you reach your right arm up. Maybe gaze stays forward or goes up towards your lifted hand. From here, as you exhale, circle the arm down. And as you inhale, reach the right arm up. 2 more like this, circling through that right arm. And then let's go back around the other way. And one more time. Excellent. Coming all the way back into your tabletop position. We haven't quite finished with this right arm. So now, inhale, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left, right ear to the floor. You could stay here or start to wrap your left arm around your lower back to help you open the chest. If you want to take this into a balance, you could extend your left leg straight out behind you. And then maybe let the left leg float away from the floor. Excellent. Bend into the knee, release the foot back down, unravel the left hand, push down through the hand, reach the right arm all the way back up, and then the right hand comes down to the floor. Now, if you need to wiggle here or circle round into the hips or round into the shoulders, please feel free. Maybe you want to take cat and cow again like we did before. Just listen to your body. Maybe the first time today, really tuning into what your body needs and then make the movement that it needs. Excellent. We now ground down through the right hand, right knee, right foot. Extend the left leg out and reach the left arm up. Excellent. And then we circle round into that left arm, moving with the breath. And moving back the other way. And finding your stillness with the left arm reaching up. And then left hand comes down, tabletop position. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the arm, left ear to the floor. Hips are high over those knees. You're using your right hand to open your chest. Maybe take the right arm, lift it up and over, wrapping it around the lower back. Grabbing hold of the top of the left thigh if you can. Maybe extending the right leg out. And if you want to, you can let the right leg lift up. If you're wobbling around here, that just shows you that you're using your muscles in a different way. Engage your core. Breathe here 2 more times. Lovely. Replace the foot, replace the knee. Unravel the arm. Push down through the right hand. Left arm reaches up. And then hand comes back down to the mat. Take the knees wide. Big toes to touch, hips to heels. Take a child's pose. So we've started to work into the shoulders and the spine. So you might notice this child's pose starts to feel a little different. On your next inhale, slowly walk the hands in towards the body, chin to chest, rolling all the way up the spine. Head is the very last thing to come all the way up. See if you can take the knees even wider. Bring the hands down to the mat, but turn them around so your fingertips are pointing back in towards your body, and then see if you can push the hands into the mat. Have the hands shoulder distance apart, and as you inhale, open the chest, poke it through in between your arms, open the throat, gaze goes up. As you exhale, start to arch around in the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, open the chest, gaze goes up. Exhaling, up in the spine. Nice, 2 more like this. And coming all the way back up. We peel the hands away from the mat and then just circle into your wrists. Maybe shake out the hands. Maybe interlace the fingers and do a little wave. Just whatever you need to give those wrists some love. If you can, just bring the knees now together. So you're sat hips to heels. If this doesn't feel comfortable, just take a cross-legged position or any way you prefer to sit. And we're going to let the chin drop towards the chest as you inhale, roll one ear to one shoulder. And then come back to center. Inhale, opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Nice. Chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next time the ear comes over to the right, just hold here. And maybe bring the left fingertips to the floor. If you're on your heels, you might just be able to sweep the fingertips to touch the floor. Doesn't matter if you can't. This might just add a nice little extra stretch for you. Option to bring the right hand up to rest on top of the head. You can experiment with tucking and lifting through the chin, but just be really kind to your neck here. And then bring that right hand down to the bottom ear. Slowly push the head up. Release the right hand. Dropping chin to chest, rolling left ear to left shoulder. Same option. Maybe right fingertips are on the floor. Maybe left arm comes all the way up. Keep the shoulders soft and relaxed here. That hand is ever so gentle on the head. It's just a little bit of extra weight to help gravity. Excellent. Left hand comes down to the bottom ear, slowly pushing the head all the way up. Hands to the lap. One more thing here. We're going to circle the shoulders around in one direction. Nice big circles. And then back the other way. Excellent. From here, let's topple forwards onto our hands and knees. And you might just want to release into the ankles here, circle them out, tap the feet on the floor, maybe tuck the toes, push hips back towards the heels. It's whatever feels good for your legs, your feet. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, push back to find a downward facing dog. Now, if you've got socks on, you might find this a little slippy, so you can take your socks off. I've got grippy socks on, so they're holding onto the mat a little bit for me here. I do prefer not to do socks if it's warm enough, basically. So spine long, rotate the armpits in towards each other, hips nice and high, breathe. Maybe start to straighten one leg and then the other as we warm into the calves and the hamstrings. And then just find that stillness again. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Let's look to the hands. Walk the feet up towards the hands. Stay nice and low. Hands come back towards the feet. Let the belly rest on the thighs. You can grab hold of opposite elbows. You could nod the head or sway. We're just letting any tension here from the spine melt all the way down. Release the hands, push down through the feet as you inhale. Start to come up. Rolling the spine like you're stacking Lego bricks into a nice big tower. Chin tucked at the chest until the head is the very last thing to come all the way up. When you get here, step the feet together. Push down through the feet, lift the head up nice and high towards the ceiling. Breathe. Excellent. On your next inhale, keep the knees, the ankles, the feet together, but bend the knees and sink the hips low. Sweep the arms forwards and up, taking a lightning bolt pose or chair pose. Now, if you can see, I'm sticking out my bum here. I'm going to try and tuck it under instead, engaging the core. Lovely. Hands to prayer, prayer to heart center. Make a fist with your left hand and keep your right palm open. Bring the fist to the palm. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist to your right and hook your elbow to the outside of the right thigh. The fist is still pushing into that palm, and that's going to help you twist and open your chest. Suck the belly button in here. 2 breaths. Nice. As you inhale, unhook the elbow, stay low, make the right hand a fist, left palm open. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, this time twist to the left, hook the elbow. So you can see this from the other way. My left elbow is on the outside of the right thigh. I'm using that leverage to twist and open. The fist is pushing into the palm, helping me open the chest. Hips stay low. Lovely. Inhale, unhook the elbow, push down through the feet. Come up to standing. Breathe. Step the feet wide to the width of your mat. Toes turning out on a 45-degree angle. Coming into our yogi squat, we bend the knees point in the same direction as the toes, and we start to come down. Now, when you get to the point where your heels want to lift up, maybe bring the fingertips down to the floor or to the hips. Maybe you can bring your elbows to the insides of the knees or the thighs. Doesn't matter how low those hips go, keep the chest open, the spine long. If you want to, you can take the weight into one foot and then the other, just helping you release into those hips a little. And I'm finding stillness, 3 breaths here. Keep that chest open. Excellent. Release the hands down. Come back into a tabletop position. Tuck the toes under as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. Bend into the right knee and start to circle the right knee around. Going one way and back the other. And now see if you can point the right knee up towards the ceiling whilst you're keeping pushing your armpits down towards the floor. Lovely. Inhale, lift your hands. Step your right foot all the way up in between your hands. Drop the back knee down and untuck the back toes. Keep the right knee stacked above the right ankle. If it feels comfortable, bring the hands up to rest on the thigh. Face, neck, shoulders soft and relaxed. Nice. From here, bring the left hand down to the floor. As you inhale, open the chest. Reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Breathe. Same on the other side. Right hand comes down. Inhale, left arm reaches all the way up. Gaze goes up. Nice. Left hand comes down. Tuck the back toes under. Take your weight into your right leg. Now you might want to just step your left foot up a little closer to the right leg as we're going to step into a balance. So weight going into that right leg. We start to lift the back leg up, reach the fingertips back behind us. If you don't want to fold so deep, lift the foot a little lower, but try and keep the torso and the leg in one straight line. So if the torso comes down, the back leg goes up, and vice versa. Keep the left hip turning down towards the mat. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Inhale to come up to standing. Try not to drop that left foot if you can help it. I'll just swivel around so you can see me. Left foot comes to the inside of the shin, maybe the side of the ankle, the floor, maybe the inside of the thigh. Just try and go above or below the knee. And then breathe. Hands to prayer. Foot pushes into leg, leg pushes back. Left hand pushes into right hand pushes back. Wonderful. Release the foot, release the hands. Just breathe. Stand somewhere near the top of your mat, feet together. We're just going to take a few arm circles. So as you inhale, take the arms wide, gaze goes up, and as you exhale, hands come all the way down. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Lovely. Next time, inhale. Take the arms wide. Gaze goes up. As you exhale, bend into the knees. Reach forward. Fold forwards. Hands come down. From here, step back to find your downward facing dog. You know what's coming. We're going to do that little sequence on the left-hand side. So as you inhale, left leg, reach it up towards the ceiling. And then bend into the knee and start to circle into that left hip. Going back around the other way. And then let's see if we can point the left knee up towards the sky, stacking left hip on top of right hip. Excellent. From here, lift to the hands, step the left foot all the way up, in between the hands, draw up the back knee down, untuck the back toes. Coming up, hands to rest on the thigh. Nice, left knee stacked above the left ankle, hips sinking down towards the mat, shoulders, neck, head, soft and relaxed. You can bring your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches up, gaze follows the fingertips. And then let's go the other way. Left hand comes down to the outside of the left foot. We twist. We reach the right hand up. Could be on the fingertips. If the hand doesn't come all the way to the floor, that is fine. Adapt for your body. Nice. Right hand comes all the way down. Tuck the back toes under. You know where we're going. We're taking the weight into the left leg. You might want to bump up your back foot a little bit. Release the hands behind you as we step up into our warrior 3. Right hip turning down, back heel pushing back behind you, crown of the head reaching forward. Remember, you can adjust this to suit you today. Maybe lifting the torso, lowering the leg, maybe lower the torso, lift the leg. As you inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Try not to drop that right foot as we come into our tree pose. So I just swivel around so I can face you. Remembering those options with the leg and just making sure you're not pushing against the side of the knee. Excellent. Let's release the foot, release the hands. Just find stillness. Stepping somewhere near to the top of your mat, we'll take those arm circles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. This time as you inhale, take the arms wide, gaze goes up, and as you exhale, soften into the knees, reach forward, fold forwards, hands come down. Step back into our downward facing dog. And then let the knees come down to the mat. Tabletop position, hips stacked above the knees. This time we're going to walk the hands all the way forwards, keeping those hips above the knees. Forehead comes down towards the mat. Maybe the chest comes down. See how it feels for your upper arms and your shoulders. And then breathe. Slowly lifting up the head, push down through the elbows, slide forwards, let the belly and the chest drop down. As we lift the head, the chest is up, the head is up, but the belly is down. So we're in this kind of Sphinx pose. Feet can be hip distance. If it feels intense on your lower back, if it feels like any crunching, you can just slide your forearms further away. Option here to just let the head bow down. Inhale, start to lift the head back up. Keep the arms and the chest where they are, but just slide the right knee out along the floor in line with your right hip. Keep the leg where it is, but now just lower the head and the chest, taking the gaze to the right, and just completely surrender here to the floor, to your mat. And then releasing the right leg back out to meet the left. Bringing the forehead back to the mat. We're going to lift back up. Second round is Sphinx pose. So you can do this the same way that we did before. Or option, turn the hands out. Push down through the hands. Straighten up the arms. So we're coming into a seal pose variation. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And again, you might want to bow the head down. You can keep the head in neutral, or maybe let the gaze go up. Lovely. Bringing the head back to neutral. Lower back down into your Sphinx pose. So just bring those arms in. And then we slide the left knee out in line with the left hip. Head and chest are open. Breathe into any areas of tightness. And then extend. Oh, sorry. Keep the leg where it is and lower the body down, taking the gaze towards the left-hand side. And then slowly release the left leg to meet the right. And just find stillness, maybe more comfortable with the arms down beside you. And then when you're ready, we just roll over onto our back. Have a bend in the knees, soles of the feet to the floor. Reach down with the hands, touch the back of the heels with your fingertips. We're just going to push down into the feet, push the lower back into the mat, and then release. So there's not even any lifting going on here, but you'll just notice as you push the lower back down, the hips just lift like a millimeter, and then release. Inhale to push down. Exhale to release. Now we're going to add a little bit more. Push down as you inhale and then start to roll the spine all the way up, chest coming to the chin, and as you exhale, roll all the way back down. Inhale, push the lower back down, then start to roll up the spine, chest to chin, and then roll all the way back down. We're going to take two more options as you inhale to reach the arms all the way up above the head. And as you exhale, roll all the way back down. Last one, however you want to do it. Lovely. When the hips hit down, take the feet wide and just knock the knees in towards each other. And then bring the knees all the way back up. Windscreen wiper the knees from left to right. Excellent. Let the knees drop over to the left as the gaze goes over the right shoulder. Every time you exhale, the knees, the thighs, just let them sink down towards the floor. As you inhale, bring the knees all the way up to center. Let the knees drop over towards the right-hand side. Gaze over the left shoulder. We are just neutralizing here through the spine. Twisting is a way just to counteract the impact of the back bends that we've been doing. And then inhaling, let's bring the knees up, the gaze up. Hug both knees in towards the body like you did right at the beginning. Give yourself a nice squeeze, maybe roll from left to right. And then feet to the floor. And extend the legs away from you. Coming into our final posture of the practice today. Finding complete stillness here. No need to move, no need to fidget. You've done all of the movement that you need to. Enjoy this still body and still mind. On your next inhale, slowly start to take a slightly deeper, longer inhale. And a longer exhale. You can inhale to bring life back into your fingertips as you give them a wiggle, wiggling your toes. As you exhale, rotate into the wrists and the ankles. As you inhale, reach the arms all the way up above the head, finding a full body stretch. And then as you release, exhale to let the arms come down and then roll over onto whatever side feels best for you. And then slowly inhaling as you push yourself up to find a comfortable seated position. Closing out the eyes when you get here, just take this final moment for inward reflection to notice anything, everything that might change for you over the last 45-ish minutes of your practice. And then take a nice deep inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, let it all out through the mouth with a big sigh. Knowing that wherever you are in this precise moment is exactly where you're meant to be. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice. Well done for finding this time in your day. Have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, week, month, whatever it is, and hopefully see you on the mat again soon. Namaste. Thank you so much, everybody. You will have Jamie back with you next week to do something a little bit more cardio, and then we'll be on to Pilates. So hopefully see you again. Bye.